Today I'm going to be reviewing the Google TV brought to you by Sony. The sample product that I have is the US edition. I'm in Australia, so some of the items may look a little different to what they will when we get them here in Australia, like the remote layout will be slightly different, I'm told, which is the first thing we can see here when we unpack the package. And the remote is quite interesting because it has a touchpad there in the middle, and it also has a keyboard on the back. But more for that later. The next item that we're going to be looking at is the actual device itself, which is actually quite small, which is fantastic for people who are looking for something that isn't intrusive into their lounge rooms. The next lot of things we're going to be looking at, one is a voucher for some movies. The next thing is the Sony Quick Start Guide, and then we've also seen here there's a little plug that allows you to configure your home media speaker setup for the device, and also just the normal power plug and a HDMI cable. It was actually fantastic that Sony included a HDMI cable. Normally companies leave that out. Okay, so now we're looking at the remote, which is quite an elegant design. It's quite small compared to normal remotes, and as you can see, it has a full keyboard layout on the back, which is actually quite easy to type with because of the feedback that you get when you press the buttons. You can see that there's remotes controls for volume on the back as well, on the sides. And we can see here that just by clicking on some buttons on the end, you can remove the casing to replace the two AA batteries which are on the inside, which is how the remote is powered. I'd like to see in future iterations that you could be able to charge the remote via USB. Okay, now on to the actual device itself. It has all the normal ports in the back, HDMI ports in and out, Ethernet port, power, all that type of stuff. The only thing that was of interest to me was that Sony only included a 100 megabyte port for Ethernet instead of a gigabyte port. Okay, now I'm just comparing it to the Sony tablet, which you're able to see there that the device is actually quite small when compared to the Sony tablet. Okay, now we're just going to plug into the power for the device so that we set it up, and then we're going to plug in the HDMI port into the out port. And I have to say that no offense to my mother, but this is something that even she could set up. I'm actually quite surprised with how easy it is to set this device up. And here's the HDMI port, which we're going to plug into the TV, and then the power cord, which of course will go into the AC plug. Okay, now that the system is set up, you can see here that this is the interface that we get on the TV. Sorry that it's a bit grainy. This is because recording the TV sometimes has this happen, and I don't have the setup to make it otherwise. But you'll see here that you get kind of the normal Android layout since this is running Android, but it has been tailored for the TV experience. And Sony includes their own entertainment suite. So we get Sony Movies and we get Sony Music. So at the moment we're looking at the Sony Video Unlimited. And you'll see that it has a really nice tailored interface for the TV. So it has all the latest movies and most popular movies out on the screen to begin with. And you can select to watch whichever ones you like. And I've noticed that they are actually at a pretty decent price. When you're looking at movies for Australia, $6 to rent a movie when you release overnight is what we're looking at. But on here, you can buy one for that price and keep it forever. And then, of course, you have the Music Unlimited, which Sony's had out for a while now through the PlayStation 3. But I think the TV will actually bring people into that experience a bit more. This is the YouTube experience which you'll get, and I found that watching HD videos on this was fantastic. It looked just like watching TV except without all the annoying advertising. Of course, you get one or two little things that pop up at the beginning, but nothing like what you do on the internet for YouTube, and nothing like what you'd get on normal TV for ad breaks. And the next thing I'm going to be showing after YouTube is a little application that I found which is quite interesting. It allows you to, oh, here we go. We're going to have a look now as we go to it through the Google application selection. Um, okay, so that's what Google Play application selection looks like. And here we go. This is a VIA media player. And this media player actually allows you can install it onto your Sony tablet as well, or your Android phone, or any other Android tablet, and you can select, say, a movie, or in this instance a music file, and then you can select to send it to another device on your network. Now, I haven't done any other pre-configuration to these devices apart from download that program, and now you'll see that the MP3 file was playing. I'm excited to see where Sony, Google, and the Android community takes this new technology that we have and expands it far and beyond what Sony and Google have thought of at the moment.